interview the ruler of the Ghana Empire. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I have a few questions for you. What was the rise?
The rise of the Ghana Empire was taxing goods.
What was the impact?
The impact of the Ghana Empire was selling gold, salt, sometimes iron, and slaves.
What was the decline?
The decline of the Ghana Empire was the war between Ghana and Mali. Mali won and Ghana never restored its power.
Thank you. We're going on a little break. Next, when we come back, we'll have the ruler of the Mali Empire.
We are back with the ruler of the Mali Empire. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I have a few questions to ask you. What was the impact of the Mali Empire?
They traded gold, salt, and slaves.
Okay. What was the rise of the Mali Empire?
Miners found more gold, which made trade routes grow eastward and made the people wealthy and seized power.
Okay. And what was the decline?
Songhai developed an army that extended and took over trade routes.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you
We
for
enjoyed
having
you.
me.
And we will come back with the ruler of the Songhai Empire. We are back with the ruler of the Songhai Empire. How are you today?
Good, you?
Good. I have a few questions for you. What was the rise of the Songhai Empire?
Songhai developed an army and extended their territory and gained control over trading routes.
Okay. What was the decline of it?
They lacked modern weapons, but they still had them.
And what was the impact of your empire?
They were more advanced in the weapons, so they had control over everybody.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
We will come back with...
The Bantu migration went from West to Central and South Africa. The way they contributed was they spread the Bantu language. The role of Sundiata was that he took over the kingdom of Ghana and traded with the cities of Kambai-Lawata. Then a period of prosperity and peace followed. A Muslim, Mansa Musa, went on a Hajj to Mecca from 1324 to 1325. When he came back, he ordered the building of new mosque at the trading cities of Timbuktu, which became one of the most important cities of the empire. And that's all.
This is the Aztec
and the Incas project. You ready? Now to Tristan and Richard.
right now.
What?
All right, Richard. About what time did the Aztec civilization begin?
Began in 1521 AD. And Tristan, when did the Inca civilization begin, since you're asking me about Aztecs?
Well, that happened in about 1438.
Okay, and now to Corbin.
Well, since my partner Bradley isn't here as of right now, I guess I'll be doing this by myself. So we'll be covering.
Sorry, I'm late. Water break. Machine starts stealing my dollar. Where are we at?
We're discussing where the Aztecs and Incas were and their benefits of the location that they were at.
Oh, the Aztecs, they were in like central Mexico, wasn't it? And the benefits were like fertile soil, lots of low lakes, stuff like that, easy to access.
Yeah, accessible resources as well.
Alright.
And then the Incas, they were located down in Peru, and they basically only had fertile lands, but they were up high on high plateaus.
Alright.
Sorry for the cut there, we had a bit of technical difficulties, so
And now back to Anthony and Tristan.
what caused the destruction of the Incas?
Well, what happened to the Incas was most of them had died from malaria.
Well, you're wrong about that. The Incas actually didn't die from malaria. Nobody did. The Incan leader did die of a disease, but it was smallpox, not malaria. The civilization itself killed itself in a civil war after fighting over who should have power. But what about the Aztecs? Do you know?
Did you know about the Aztecs?
Spaniards killed all the Aztecs.
Well, that makes sense. Now back to you, Richard and Bradley.
And that's all the time we have tonight for Ancient Civilizations.
Good night, Spartans.
And that's what
This is the Aztec.
And the Incas project.
Are you serious? Right in the shot.
You joke?
And they all died from malaria. Sorry for the cut there. We had a bit of technical difficulty. What? Dude!
Hi, I'm Nate Seymour.
And I'm Asa Colson.
We're here with South Poly Student News Network, and we're going to talk to you about the Olmec and Maya civilizations. We'll start with the Olmec, who are often referred to as Mesoamerica's mother culture. The Olmecs started carving out a society around 1200 BC in the coastal plain of southeastern Mexico. The Olmecs had a system of rivers at their disposal, which allowed them to trade with other peoples and boost their own economy. Olmec society was based around religion. The epicenter of Olmec religion was the Great Pyramid Mound, where it is believed an Olmec ruler is buried. The downfall of Olmec society was most likely brought upon by outside invaders or the destruction of their monuments upon the death of their rulers.
Next up are the Mayans, whose classical period began around 250 AD. In many Mayan cities, there was a ball court where they would play a game called Pakatok. The losers of the game were sacrificed. The Mayans were a monarchy that were heavily influenced by religion. The Mayans were also known for their calendar system, which was incredibly accurate due to their knowledge of astronomy. The decline of the Mayan societies were brought along by warfare between Maya city-states. Farms were ruined, and disease wreaked havoc on Mayan people. The most important details about the Mesoamerican cultures were spoke about are their practice of polytheism and human sacrifice. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Stop! Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I'll do yours too.
Oh,
Coming to you live from Wolf 6 News. Let's talk about the Crusades in the Islamic world in Europe. Going live to Ms. Taylor's classroom.
Today in class, we're going to review over a couple topics for your test tomorrow. Let's start reviewing. Does anybody have any questions over the study guide?
On number 1, how did the Crusades impact the Islamic world?
Does anybody remember?
I got it.
Go ahead.
The Crusades left a deep-seated hatred in the Islamic community toward Christians. They also took power away from the Pope while giving power to kings like Saladin.
Very good, Caleb. Any more questions from the study guide?
What about Europe? Number 3, how did the Crusades affect Europe?
I know. They killed everyone and all the people went extinct. Not quite, but thank you for trying. The Crusades impacted trade. They increased persecution of the Jews and fallen power of the Pope and rise the power of the King. All right, class, time for lunch.
Okay, that's enough of the Crusaders. Next up is the relationship between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Ms. Taylor's class should be back from lunch by now.
Alright guys, not as much time. Let's get back to it. Okay, everyone, does anybody have any questions about the relationship between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam?
Wait, what was the difference between the 3 religions? They all believe in the same God. The difference is who they believe the prophet is. The Jews and Christians believe Jesus was a higher power, and the Muslims believe he was just a prophet. I don't understand question 1.
That's a wrap about the religions and the Crusades. Stay tuned for the weather is coming up at 6.
Justinian.
Yes?
We should add some more reforms in women's rights.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Attention! Y'all.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you try to convince Justinian to get more social rights and more reforms?
Only for a price.
Fine, but don't tell Justinian. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you convince Justinian to do more social rights and reforms?
Only if you can do something for me.
Okay.
gotta do something for me too.
Okay, well, can you convince Justinian to do more social rights and reforms?
I'll do that.
Okay, let's go.
Justinian, bro, we got an idea, man. For real, we need more social reforms and more women's rights.
I mean, I guess that could work.
All right. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
I like it, but
Same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Justinian, you know who it is. I built a big church and expanded my nation. Got a law code named after me. Put it in action to protect my family. When the Roman ended, the Byzantine began.
The dude J's died. Western Rome was with it. Capital went from east to Byzantinian. My boy Constantine changed to Constantinople. 8330. After y'all hear this, y'all gon' be feeling nerdy. All this art got me feeling so dang holy. Hanging Sophia made a stain, that's blurry. The outside was plain, but the inside was pretty like the girl Curry. That mean it was pretty. Got two religions, Catholic and Orthodox. My boy Darren finna finish this. Had 2 eggs, put it in a skillet. Had 2 churches, they divided, had a schism. How did they divide? I'ma tell you, better listen. Had economical, cultural, the differences.
Expanded trade routes between Asia and Europe. Slavs, not slaves. We did a lot of trade, but the bad part is Kiev got slaves.
Today on History News, we have Bailey interviewing a special guest.
And here's Bailey with our special guest, Courtney.
Hi, I'm here with our guest, Courtney. Courtney is a world-famous Mongol history specialist.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I have a few questions to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
Where were the Mongols originally from?
The Mongols are actually originally from Mongolia.
Where were the Mongols known for as far as religion?
Mongols are highly religiously tolerant.
Who was an important person that helped expand the Mongol Empire?
Genghis Khan, after he died, people after him continued to spread the empire. Less than 50 years, Mongols conquered territory from Poland to China. They were the biggest unified empire in history.
So how did this affect China?
The Mongols took China's wealth.
How did it affect Russia?
They isolated Russians, cutting them off from their ideas and inventions from the rest of Europe.
How did the Mongols affect the West?
It increased trade and travel, and the population decreased.
How did the Ottoman Empire affect the falling of the Byzantine and the capture of Constantinople?
The Byzantine Empire fell in 1453 after the Ottoman Empire stormed Constantinople because they did not want the Ottomans to interfere with the trade in the Black Sea.
Thank you for tuning in to World History News, and thank you, Courtney, for sharing about the Mongol Empire.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, this is Brooke Marshall.
And Katie Grantham reporting to you live.
Today we're going to be talking to you about Japan and China.
As usual, the Qing Dynasty is having rebellious flares.
Which isn't too different because Mancus is struggling to earn power.
The Qing Dynasty has become very isolated. Several rules have been set. This is continuing for 200 years.
Rules imply that you must trade at a certain spot and you also have to participate in Chow Tao.
What is Chow Tao?
Chow Tao is when you stand up and kneel your head to the ground 9 times.
Hi, I'm Chris. Today, Open Nobunaga died, and we are remembering his valiant efforts in battle as he led 3,000 men armed with muskets into battle to crush the opposing samurai forces. He left with the same words he said during that battle: rule the empire with force.
Thank you, Chris, for some news on Open. Now we're going to answer the question of the week that y'all been sending into us through Twitter. It says, how is Gengsi, sorry if I mispronounced, still in power? Hashtag been forever.
He's still in power because he's giving people government positions and is lowering taxes. Now we're going to go to Hunter interviewing Carly.
Hello, my name is Hunter and I'm here with this new mother named Carly.
Hello, this is my new baby girl named Lee.
A girl? Are you sure? Are you sure you should be having a girl because you know how they'll try to take it away from you?
No, not anymore because now they can produce enough food for everyone, and so it's like the perfect time to have a baby.
I agree. The new use of fertilizer really helps the crops.
I know.
Now back to Brooke and Katie.
Thank you for listening to KB News. I'll be left with the information. Have a good day.